A very warm good afternoon, everyone. I am Bhavna Chauhan, Assistant Professor, IIMT College of Management. So, in today's session, I'll speak on the theory of multiple intelligences. So, let's begin the session by understanding the basic concept about intelligence. So, when we hear the word intelligence, the first thing comes to our mind is IQ testing. Because if we go by the traditional definition of intelligence, it says that intelligence is based on our intellectual potential, something we are born with or something that can be measured. But the theory of MI drew attention to the fact that human intelligence has many more aspects. So the theory of multiple intelligences was first propounded by Dr. Howard Gardner, a psychologist and a professor of education at Harvard University. He says that intelligence cannot be lied to a single domain, rather, it has various dimensions. So, let's get into the deeper of this theory. Have you ever thought why some children better at sports, some at painting, drawing, singing, or even playing any musical instrument? The answer seems very simple because each child has his or her own talent, motivations, or desires. And he or she develops these things in a way that it is different from others. So, this is the basic conclusion reached by Dr. Gardner in his famous book, Frames of Mind. Let's have a look of the definition of intelligence, which is given by Dr. Gardner. He says that intelligence is a biopsychological potential to process information that can be activated in a cultural setting to solve problems or create products that are of value in our culture. So this is the basic notion of Gardner. So basically, he challenged the traditional notion of intelligence, which says that intelligence is based on only your IQ testing or intelligence quotient testing, which is far too limited according to Dr. Gardner. And he says that human intelligence includes many more aspects other than IQ testing. So Dr. Gardner proposes 8 types of intelligence: spatial intelligence, musical intelligence, logical reasoning intelligence, interpersonal intelligence, bodily kinesthetic intelligence, linguistic intelligence, interpersonal intelligence, and naturalistic intelligence. We may all have these types of intelligence, but the profile of our intelligence depends on our culture, environment, and it is based on our genetics. So let's discuss each intelligence in a detail so that you can have a better understanding of it. Begin with the first intelligence, which is known as linguistic intelligence. So linguistic intelligence is the ability to master the language, which includes reading, writing, speaking, and listening. I can give you the example of famous figure, William Shakespeare. He's regarded as the best author in English language. Other example I can give you, Oprah Winfrey. So these people have the ability to analyze information. These people enjoy reading and writing. And these people, if you start discussing something with them, you can never win over them because these people are very good at explaining things. They are very humorous. So some career choices available for them. They can be an author, curator, lawyer, and speaker. So this is about the linguistic intelligence. Next one is visual spatial intelligence. So people with this intelligence, these people have very strong imagination. They have the ability to imagine and form picture, and they can transform their mental images into reality, right? They can think in 3 dimensions. That's why they can create internal mental images. They are very good at creating colorful designs and patterns. These people are very strong imagination. That's why they can put their imagination into reality. They are very good at drawing and reading maps and creating graphs and charts. Some potential career choices available for them: they can be a pilot, graphic artist, and architect. Next one is logical mathematical intelligence. So these people, we can say these people have very strong logical mind. These people like to conduct scientific experiment. They are very good at solving complex problems, mathematical problems. They are very good at developing equations and proofs. They even enjoy solving abstract problems. They investigate each issue scientifically. I can give you the example of famous scientist Albert Einstein and famous mathematician Ramanujan and Bill Gates. So these are some famous figure who possesses logical mathematical intelligences. Some career choices available for them. They can be a scientist, mathematicians, and engineer. So this is about the logical mathematical intelligence. Next one is musical intelligence. As the name suggests, these people can think in rhythm, pattern, and sounds. These people have very rich understanding about musical structure, rhythm, and tone. They have the ability to recognize and create music rhythm. These people enjoy singing, musical performances, and even they are very good at playing any musical instrument, right? I can give you the example of famous music composer Beethoven or A.R. Rahman and the famous singer Lata Mangeshkar. So these people have very rich understanding about musical rhythm and sounds, and they can think in the uh, musical patterns and rhythms. They are very much able to understand the musical notes. So these are and some career choices also available for them. They can be a singer, composer, and musician. Next one is bodily kinesthetic intelligence. So it is the capacity of using one's whole body or any part of the body to solve a particular problem or to perform a task. These people have very strong mind and body union. They have very good control of their own physical movements. For example, Michael Jackson, he was very famous dancer, everyone knows that, but he had excellent physical coordination. He can control his physical movements. One more example I can give you, Michael Jordan. So these people have very strong mind and body union. If you give any task to them, they will use their mind and body union and can perform any task or can solve any problem. They are very skilled at dancing and especially in sports. Some example, some career choices available for them. They can be an athlete, dancer, therapist, and sculptor. Next one is interpersonal intelligence. So we can say it is the capacity to understand the emotions, intention, desires of other people. For example, Mother Teresa, she was very compassionate and empathetic lady. She could understand the emotions and desires and moods of other people. And equally, she was very good at dealing with their problems because these people can create positive relationships. They can create a positive atmosphere around them. One more example I can give you, Nelson Mandela, universally accepted leader. So these people have the ability to understand mm, the emotions and desires of other persons, and they are very good at dealing with them. Or we can say they are very skilled at non-verbal communications. They can resolve any kind of problem by understanding the moods and desire of other people, right? Some career choices available for them, psychologist, manager, and counselor. Next one is intrapersonal intelligence. So it is the ability to understand one's own self. They are very much aware of one's own self. They enjoy self introspection. These people have the ability to understand their own strengths, weaknesses, and mental condition and feelings, right? So these people are very much aware of their own strengths, weaknesses, and fears, and equally they are able to handle them, right? So some career choices available for them. They can be a philosopher, writer, and tourist. And the famous example of interpersonal intelligence is Aristotle, famous Greek philosopher. Next one is naturalistic intelligence. As the name says, naturalistic intelligence means it is the ability to feel more connected towards nature. These people have the ability to observe and analyze the natural world, which includes flora and fauna. These people are very good at finding patterns and relationships to nature. They enjoy camping, gardening, hiking, and exploring the outdoors. Even these people are said to be highly aware, even subtle changes to their environment. The famous example of this intelligence is Charles Darwin. Everyone knows that he is a naturalist and a biologist, and some career choices available for them. They can be an astronomer, biologist, and geologist. Extensional intelligence. So in recent year, Dr. Gardner includes 9 types of intelligence, which is known as extensional intelligence. So according to Gardner, extensional intelligence is a concern with ultimate life issues. These people basically, they have the ability to think about big picture. They ponder most fundamental questions about human existence, as what is the meaning of life, what is beyond that, do we have any purpose on earth. So these are some fundamental questions. They keep pondering these questions and keep finding the answer. These people tend to be critical thinker, and especially this type of intelligence is seen in the discipline of philosophy. I can give you the famous example of Socrates, a Greek philosopher. He is the founder of Western philosophy, and Buddha. Yeah, everyone knows that he is the founder of Buddhism. So these people tend to be philosopher or theologians. Conclusion. So multiple intelligence theory has many benefits rather than limitations. So Dr. Gardner basically says that our school our school and culture basically focus on logical or mathematical reasoning type of intelligence. If they don't respect, suppose if I say I want to be an architect or artist, so they don't receive much appreciation from their education system or from their culture or even from their parents. But Gardner says that we should place an equal attention on individuals who show gifts in other intelligences. For example, the artist, the musicians, dancer, entrepreneurs who enrich the world in which we live in. But unfortunately, children who have these gifts don't receive much reinforcement from their parents, from their society, and from their culture. So first one is an opportunity to introspect and analyze on their capabilities, because it gives a platform. Because Dr. Gardner says that intelligence includes many more aspects other than IQ testing. Now, a paradigm shift in their experiences. Now, the theory of MI proposes a major transformation in our education system as well as the way our schools run. It says that teacher must be trained to present their lessons in a wide variety of ways using music, cooperative learning, and art activities, role play, and many more. So that's why they can create more learner-centered classes. Next one is it can be summed up through individuation and pluralization. Now the concept of individuation says that each child is different from one another. So there is no logical reason to teach and assess them identically. So individualized education has been typically reserved for the wealthy ones or for those who can afford uh, to hire private tutor to address individualized students' needs. But thanks to the technology, because technology made it possible to possible for more people to access a variety of teachings and assessment tools depending on their needs. Pluralization. The idea of pluralization says that any topic or any skill should be taught in more than one ways because it activates individuals' multiple intelligences. So variety of approaches and activities to learning is help the student to think about the subjects from other perspective. And last one is a great potential to bring out the best in both the educator as well as learners, because in recent year this theory has been widely accepted by many educational institutions so that they can transform their education system in a positive way. So now I would like to end my session by the famous quote of Dr. Howard Gardner. He says that anything that is worth teaching can be presented in many different ways. These multiple ways can make use of our multiple intelligences. So thank you so much, everyone. I hope you found this session informative, and definitely it will be a great learning for all of you. Thank you so much.